film sucks anyway. A fond memory I have from back when I was a kid was staying up late one night and catching a horror film called Cabin Fever. I loved it. It was one of the first splatter films I ever got to see, and I'm saying that as someone who at the time was a burgeoning lover of the horror genre. And I decided to actually check out of curiosity's sake, the sequel, Cabin Fever 2 Spring Break. I'd always known it was out there, but I just never got around to seeing it, but with recent events, just figured, why not? Let's check it out, got nothing better to lose. And I was left very disappointed by this movie. Picking up immediately after the events of the original film, it actually has a very strong opening, with the main character turning out to still be alive, trying to find help for the infection that's ravaging him, only then get hit by a bus and go 70 ways across the road. And then it also turns out that the virus that plagued him and his friends in the first movie has spread to a nearby town's water supply. And it's slowly infecting all of the high school students who are getting ready to celebrate prom just before spring break. But things continue to fall apart for them when the town is also besieged by a full-blown quarantine with guns. A solid and great setup for a splatter film right out of the 70s grindhouse era. And to give the movie some credit, the actors in it are actually really good. I actually wouldn't mind checking out some of the other films these actors are in. And the characters too, they're lifted right out of various teen sex comedies like American Pie. And the jokes too, while they are hit or miss, the jokes that hit are genuinely good, but the ones that miss, yeah, they're pretty bad if not lackluster. But of course, this is a splatter film, so this movie lives or dies based on the quality of what people watch it for. The gore, the practical effects, and in that respect, the practical effects here are just so lacking compared to the original. There are some good effects and some good moments. I mean, the diner scene, that actually showcased what this movie could have been, but it just isn't. My biggest problem with it is that not only are the effects lacking compared to the original, but there's no real payoff for any of the real setups. In the original film, there are tons of memorable scenes. In particular, the girl who's washing in the tub and she starts shaving her legs and she doesn't notice that her skin's falling off. That scene was awesome. Here, there's setup and the payoff is people keeling over onto the floor dead. That's it. But there are so many instances where something memorable could have happened and instead we just get people falling over. It just left me disappointed, which really does sum this movie up in its entirety. Cabin Fever 2 is a disappointing movie. I can't really recommend it except under one very specific circumstance. If you've got some mates over and you've got some beers, it's the type of movie you can actually chuck on and laugh at. Honest to God, it is that kind of movie, the type of film that you can actually have some fun if you got some friends with you. So if you're able to get some friends over, yeah, watch it, check it out, and have some fun laughing at it. But if not, just pass it up for something else on Netflix. I understand that when it comes to movie reviews, you have various different options, and yet you selected mine. And for that, I am eternally grateful, you absolutely awesome dude. And if you want to be a really awesome dude, then by all means hit the like and subscribe button. Now for the next movie review, I don't have anything planned, but some movies have caught my eye. Some certain controversial films that a lot of people do not like, and I am kind of curious to see whether or not there's any redeeming qualities to them whatsoever. Just have to wait and see. And for game reviews, I'm going to be taking a look at the Kingdoms of Amalur Remaster Re-Reckoning. I've already taken a quick look at it so far, and I gotta say, I'm pretty satisfied with it right now. Anyway, I've got all that more coming up in the near future, so like always, please stick around.